Hello. So I just want to say welcome to this video right now. I had certain types of videos that I wanted to make, but it's all new, so I'll be making randoms here and there. Right now, I really wanted to just get a video out right now. And what I really want to talk about is rejection. It's such a big thing that affects us a lot, because rejection is anything. Rejection is the dismissing or refusing of a proposal, idea, blah blah blah, etc. But I do know that it's not just, a rejection from a boyfriend, a rejection from a girlfriend. It's more of we're really worried and scared that someone's gonna tell us no. We're really worried and scared that someone's gonna not like us, and that's rejection. Rejection is also something that someone doesn't like about you. Someone doesn't want anything from you or anything like that. A rejection story. Let's see. I had a lot, really. Mostly it's when I want something and I can't get it, and it really. And nothing has to do with more relationship, because I don't think I really get worried too much when someone tells me no, when it has to do with me, because I always assume that I'm not good enough anyways for that person. So if they tell me no, then what? To me it's like whatever, I don't really care. But when it's a job, or it's going somewhere or doing something, or just being invited, I guess that's part of being social too, and in relationships like friendships, because you want to feel wanted, you want to feel invited, and when you don't, it hurts a lot, and it makes you feel like you're just not good enough. And the best things to do when you've been rejected is you have to reevaluate who you are, and you have to think about why the other person said no. And sometimes you do have to think about and understand their point of view and where they're coming from, because it has nothing to do with you all the time. Sometimes it's just them, and they just don't feel it. They're not feeling you, they're not feeling the situation or the vibes or anything. And that's something that we have to come to terms with and understand, that some rejection is not our fault. Some rejection has nothing to do with us. Some rejection is all on the other person, and we cannot take too much of it as personal as we do sometimes. Sometimes, just like I do, I take a lot of things personally, and I'm very sensitive. So when I'm sitting here saying, no, it doesn't matter, but really, at the end of the day, when it's already happened, I go home and I'm worried about it, and I'm obsessing over it. Like, why didn't they, like, say I want to get in school so bad. No, I'm sorry, you can't. What do you mean I can't? I'm doing everything I can. What's stopping me? Oh, well, this is stopping. I'm sorry, we cannot accept you. And then you're just like, well, what do I do now? What do I do now that this is all I ever wanted, and now the rejection is here? Now I'm here sitting here like, this sucks. But say it's a job, say it's school, say it's an application, say it's something other than a person, then to me, I think you have to work 10 times harder. To me, I think you have to build confidence and keep telling yourself positive things, because honestly, if you don't treat yourself like you're your own boyfriend or girlfriend or your own lover, then you will fail in a lot of things when it comes to rejection. You will put yourself down a lot when it comes to an opportunity, and you'll say, well, it doesn't matter because it didn't happen before, so it's not going to happen again, when in reality it can happen again, and it will happen again, because what I mean is rejection will always happen, but opportunities won't. So the best thing is take the opportunity, even if you feel it's going to be the worst thing in the world. You're gonna be rejected, but there will always be opportunities. There will never always be opportunities, but there will always be rejection. So you have to go where you can. You have to go where you feel that well, actually, no. Well, actually, you know, I guess the biggest thing for me is that I don't really like to talk about relationships and how I feel when people reject me, but I can easily tell you what it feels like when I'm being rejected from certain things in my life that's stopping me from being or doing what I want to do. Like I said, school. I went and did the testing, and I didn't pass. Sorry, you didn't pass the testing. You can't continue into the school until you come back a few months later and try it again. You don't have time for the few months later. We don't have time to do it all over again, and we feel like, what's the point? What's the use? What does it matter if I do it again? If I do this again, I'm just gonna fail one more time. So what's it matter? It doesn't matter. It's beyond me now, so I might as well go do something else and just go get this 9-to-5 job like everyone keeps telling me to. But you keep going, you keep moving, you keep going forward, and that's the best thing you can do, because you have to love yourself enough to know that you can keep going. Because if you're easily can push someone that you care for, do the same for you. Look inside the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I can do this. Who cares if they didn't want me now? They'll want me one day. They're gonna want me, and if it's not them, somebody's gonna want me. And you can say this about anything. You can say this about friendship. You can say this about a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a job or an opportunity of anything, like a house or a car or in a group of people. And it doesn't even matter, because honestly, I've been rejected so many times by family, by guys, by girls, by schools, jobs, strangers, little kids, little babies, dogs, cats, everybody. But you overcome that, and you consistently keep working on it, even if you've been rejected. Like, the best story I've ever heard was from the book On Writing from Stephen King. He told me he was literally he was rejected so many times with his books, with his writings and his stories. They told him no. He like over 100 times he heard this word no. Over 100 times he heard this word, you can't. And more than over 100 times he kept doing it. More than 100 times he kept going. And who is he today? I say Stephen King, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. So understand that everybody has gone through this, and it's easy. It's easy now to understand and say, I can do this, whether they reject me or not, whether they say no. So anyways, my phone kind of cut off. I don't know what happened there, but anyways, as I was saying about rejection, I asked a lot of people, certain people, since this is my new videos and stuff on YouTube, not a lot of people know what's going on, so it's okay. I'm gonna do a little intro about the video in a little bit, just to let you know what I'm gonna talk about or whatever. But pretty much this is part 1 of rejection, because there's so many things I actually want to talk about it with, but it's got to do with a lot of other things. So I'm hoping you guys at least try to stay tuned, because I know I don't do any of those interesting videos where we talk about makeup and celebrities or something like that, but I actually want to talk about certain things, positive things, and I want people to come into my channel or my videos and leave feeling positive, because I don't like the fact that people leave you feeling like uncomfortable and not really sure about that person. I don't know, it's hard. But anyways, so yeah, rejection again. Go for it. Go for whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's a guy, whether it's friendship, whether it's social, communicating with a group of people, or it's a job, or it's a career, or it's school, or it's your kids, or it's family. Whatever it is, keep doing what it is you're doing, and never let the rejection make you feel worse about yourself, because it's always the opportunity to change. You always have the opportunity to change, and or to change your mind, or to figure something else out and approach it in a different way. And if it's not for you, you dodged a bullet. Really, it's not for you. So pretty much that's part 1 of rejection, and it's basically what I'm trying to say is, yes, rejection really freaking sucks. It's the worst thing that we ever experience, because we feel bad about ourselves, because we feel like we were good enough, and then when we get rejected, and we feel like it's, then we feel bad about ourselves. We feel like we're no good, and then we feel like maybe we shouldn't have tried hard enough, but we should have just given up. No, never give up, because no matter how many times you keep going, there's always going to be that one opportunity that someone's going to be like, you know what, I want this with you, or I want to do this with you, or this is what I want. And it involves you, and it involves everything that you care for, and everything you love or passionate about, or something that you're just thinking about at the moment, and or a relationship. You like some guy and he's just not feeling you, and it's happening over and over and over again, and the only thing, you're sitting back thinking like, why in the world do I just keep doing this? Why do I keep going out on dates, and why do I keep letting these guys treat me this way? Well, I think the best thing you can do is talk to yourself first. Make yourself your own friend. Become a friend to yourself, and tell yourself exactly what you would tell another girl or a female about who she's been dating, who she's been going out with. Start paying attention to the vibes that these guys have been giving you, as if you are the third person, as if your friend is telling you who these guys are. You need to start paying attention to yourself and the people you surround yourself with, because we ourselves reject ourselves a lot. And when other people start doing that, we start being around those types of people, because we're used to it, and it's comfortable, and it's there, and it's always there. And what does it matter? Because it's always there. Well, you don't want certain things like that to always be there. And then it's all you feel, because it's all that's ever happening in your life. And really, it's not. It's just things that you're letting happen in your life. And I'm not saying that you're doing it on purpose, and I'm not saying that, it's all your fault. What I'm saying is, control it. There are certain things we can't control, and there are certain things we can control. Control who you have around you. Control who you want to have around you. And if the controlled and having to not have them around you is so hard, because you do like these people, but you don't like the way they make you feel. So sometimes you have to let that part go, and you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And when you feel awful about yourself, you have to keep reminding yourself that you are the best thing that's ever happened to you, and you're gonna make this work, and this is gonna work no matter what. Whether it's with a friend, because my relationships, I kind of don't think of it as rejection. I think of it as something different. So I think we all think of it differently. Like, I'm more upset when I get rejected from certain things, like a job or opportunities, I should say. The way I feel when someone rejects me as a person, it's different. It's a little different. It's worse than rejection for me, I guess I should say. But I'm really happy to do these videos. So if anybody else has anything else they want to add on to that, the next one, I really want to try to do confidence. I really want to talk about confidence the next video I do. If you have any suggestions on, confidence at all, please shoot me an email at aliciayang23@gmail.com. I'll hopefully be able to send everybody my email. If you want to not comment and you don't want to have people see what you have to say, which I understand, because sometimes things that we say, we feel like we kind of say it out of context, and we feel like we're saying things and people don't understand that. No, I'm not saying it that way, and they're like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you kind of are. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I really, really hope that some of it is helping. And if it's not, please tell me what I'm doing wrong. And if it is, please tell me what I'm doing right. Whatever it is, just please let me know how you feel. And I really hope to keep doing these videos. So we'll see you next time. And if there's anything else I can give you at this end of this video is 3 things. Never settle for shit jobs, shit friendships, and shitty money. Peace.